Hello, how you doing? Okay, so in the Best Band series, this is the playlist for Oingo Boingo. Oingo Boingo is one of my favorites from the past. You know Oingo Boingo. You've seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, the movie. The Skeleton, Jack Skeleton, and all the music was written by Danny Elfman, and Danny Elfman's also Jack Skeleton's singing voice. Uh, in fact, Danny Elfman does the music for a lot of Tim Burton movies, like a lot of them, a lot of instrumentals and things like this. When there's this scene with the claymation puppets and things like that, that's Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman is the singer of Oingo Boingo. So Oingo Boingo, the world, and if you look at the album covers of Oingo Boingo, it's that same. You can see why Tim Burton and Danny Elfman are such good friends because they both like the same kind of art. I mean, it's not just they're like they do fit together perfect for a number of reasons. Um, but yeah, so cool. I think I often wonder if they don't base some of that artwork on in Mexico, the Day of the Dead, their artwork. It kind of I wonder if how much of an influence that's had on both of those guys, honestly, because I keep sensing that. But Day of the Dead Mexico stuff is cool too. Like it's just like I have it on the back of my jacket and everything. Obviously, I like it. And it's next to the word boingo. For Oingo Boingo can be just called boingo. I saw Oingo Boingo in concert with one of my sisters. Back when I was a headbanger in the 80s, I would steal some of my sister's tapes, because she would have things that I wanted to listen to, but I was a popular in high school and I was known to be a headbanger, so I didn't want anyone to know, like her Whitney Houston tape. I didn't want anyone knowing I'd ever listen to Whitney Houston. I couldn't have Whitney Houston in my tape collection, but I would go steal her Whitney Houston. I had a crush on Whitney Houston. I just way liked Whitney Houston, but I didn't want anyone to know that, you know? It's the same with Oingo Boingo. And then when I converted Mormon at the end of my senior year, I threw away all my devil worship and stuff, and the Mormon kids liked Oingo Boingo, so I saw it as kind of like a Mormon band. So I listened to lots of Oingo Boingo, and they became my favorite band. And then when I stopped being Mormon, they still be that. They're not a Mormon band. They don't have anything to do with that. They're still one of my favorite bands, but they're just really good. And of all the concerts I've been to, they're the only band that I knew like every word. I'm like, yeah, I just sang along and just like, I was like, oh wow, they're like one of the bands that I know their lyrics the best. Like Oingo Boingo I love Oingo Boingo. They're so cool.